Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Hey guys, welcome back to Seasonal Swigs and Sweets. I'm John.
And I'm Amber.
Sorry for the long delay. We had some sickness.
Yeah, we knew we would come back for spring.
Amber was
so
sick.
now we're back.
And then we were supposed to be back last week, but
Easter.
I dropped the beer.
Oh yeah, that happened. John ruined everything last week. So we were all ready to make the dessert we made tonight, and he dropped the one beer that he brought to my apartment. So that ruined that plan.
So, thanks for bearing with us. Hope you enjoyed St. Patrick's Day.
And we're back again.
Sorry we're here with spring. Sorry we're a few weeks late.
But it's fine. The weather started getting super nice today, so this is relevant.
So today we're going to be reviewing Long Trail Standout American Pale Ale.
And for our dessert, we are making Strawberry Shortcake Whoopie Pies.
Alright, so without further ado, let's crack this open. I actually bought this for Easter dinner, and truth be told, I've already had a few. Not today. I mean, I've had a few.
Maybe last week when you dropped,
in the last 2 weeks.
Yours like
no, that wasn't why I dropped it.
So he says. So he wants you to believe. Yeah, he's
Okay,
a stand-up gentleman. So you're fine.
This is
very pale,
unfiltered.
So you can see the color there.
The style is American Pale Ales. You might be able to tell that there's some sediment floating in this, as we've had in the past. It's pale, but it's completely opaque. Light gets through it, but you can't really see anything out of the full body of the beer.
It looks pretty in the glass. So just a side note on the label here, so we can show you what it looks like. I'm a fan. It's
So that's supposed to be like the North Star, because this is the equinox. That's what it would look like. As you can see, that little like spiral pattern. That's what it would look like if you took a what's that called? Like a camera that takes a long time to take a picture.
Oh, a time lapse.
Yeah, like a time lapse picture focused on the North Star would look like that.
I mean, I like this label. It's rugged, you know. It looks like something that people who go hiking would like. Yeah,
this is the first Long Trail beer that we have reviewed. Again, it's called Standout American Pale Ale. It says, "Step off the beaten path and have a standout moment." So this is their spring release.
Great copywriting.
It has some stats here. It has 42 IBUs. The alcohol is 5.2%. It's 12 fluid ounces, and this is a single hop beer. It says a taste of Vermont, but this is made with Equinox hops, only Equinox hops. And again, the style is an American Pale Ale, and it is unfiltered and appears to be bottle conditioned, because every one I've had of this has had a different level of carbonation. I've had one that was roaring with carbonation, and other ones that were pretty flat.
I would give the label a 4. I think it's kind of nicely done. Something a little different. I just want to look at the cap. Oh, okay, so there's the cap.
And it has a outline of Vermont on the back of the cap.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of hidden.
It's like subtle. Okay, cool.
So anyway, this pours into a beautiful beer. It's absolutely gorgeous looking. It has a sort of rocky white head. It doesn't stick around. It does stick to the glass a little bit. This one seems moderately carbonated.
It smells a little fruity.
Yeah, it smells fruity. This doesn't smell like... You can tell that this is different from Cascade hops. It doesn't quite smell as much as like pine or turpentine.
Like trees.
This smells, like more fruity. Like we talked about before, apricots, lemon. Yep. That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't smell any bready malts or anything like that. It's all hops. All right?
Yep. Okay. This is a bit too hoppy for my taste.
Yeah, so this,
which I knew going in. So.
This isn't an IPA, but there's still a lot of hops in it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more bitter than you think it's going to be, especially, it says it's only 42 IBUs, but I think it tastes more bitter than that.
I think it's 70.
I still think it's very refreshing, and it is very spring-like, but at the same time, it leaves your palate very dry.
It's like, Yeah, you swallow. You're just like, I can't.
It really strips your palate of moisture.
Yeah.
Which makes you want to drink it more, which only makes the problem worse. Now, that being said, I have enjoyed the flavor of this beer a lot. I think it's very different. I think for a brewery to release a seasonal offering that sort of showcases a new kind of hop that not a lot of people have tried before, I think it's definitely worth drinking. What kind of hops did I say this was?
Equinox.
Equinox hops, right.
I feel like the smell a lot better than taste. Myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get a lot of fruit smell on the...
I agree.
When you smell it, and then the taste like is completely void of that.
This is not a balanced beer. It's very hop heavy.
Definitely.
And like I said, it's very dry.
So
there's no malty sweetness in it whatsoever. And like I said, the bottle conditioning seems to be a little inconsistent because I've had a couple that were filled with carbonation, and this does not seem to be that way at all. And
I had a little carbonation in the beginning.
No, it is carbonated, but I've had ones that were like, as I was looking at it, there were constant bubbles going up.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think I would rate this at a 2 out of 5 on my own personal. We're talking about in general.
Okay.
I'm not a big
2 out of 5 from Amber.
I'm not a big fan of this one. And for a spring beer, since this is our first, it's hard for me.
Or a pale ale if you want to.
Well, for a pale ale, then I would also give it a 2 because I've had better. I've had better.
So, I think this beer is a great idea. I think it's absolutely worth trying, but it's not one of my favorites either. So I would give it a 3 out of 5 across the board. I do think it's exciting for a spring beer, though. I'm not really sure what is so springy about it, other than the fact that it's called Equinox hops.
And it's kind of like a nice, like when you look at it, like it's kind of bright. You know, it smells kind of floral and fruity.
Yeah,
and,
it is very bright and has a lot of lift to it.
So I feel like it just doesn't deliver what you think it is going to, I guess.
Certainly, if you want to, open up your palate a little more, I think this is a must-have. But you're probably, at this point, are going to have trouble finding it because there's already the summer beers on the shelves, which I don't understand at all. It's still only early April.
Yeah, it's too early.
So, all right. So, Longshore Brewing Company's Standout American Pale Ale. Mixed reviews, but I would go ahead and try it. And I think this label is actually quite attractive.
I gave it a 4.
Yep.
So 4's pretty good. You really have to blow me away for a 5. So, but anyway, shall we get on to our desserts?
Let's move on to dessert.
Okay.
And we're back.
We made these.
What are they?
They are Strawberry Shortcake Whoopie Pies. So it's like a biscuity kind of cookie for the sandwich portion. We made some strawberry whipped cream for the middle.
So we're gonna
slight strawberry.
As we're talking about this, we're gonna edit in some pictures so that you can see, right? Or we'll edit this part out, and you'll have no idea what we're saying right now. If we decided we were too lazy to do that.
What are these pictures for? Those look nice.
So how do we make it?
We made this with some buttermilk, some flour, some sugars, eggs, milk.
That's for the cookies.
Your cookie stuff. And the whipped cream is just basic heavy cream. We did a little strawberry puree that we folded in at the end. Some powdered sugar. And that's pretty much it, really. So you can see, you probably can't tell, it's not like a really pink whipped cream, but there is strawberry.
It's very subtle. It's a very subtle strawberry whipped cream. And so, so it actually was fairly simple. It took a little time, but it still was fairly simple.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's, putting it together takes a little time, but you only bake it for about 10 minutes for each little dollop. Cookie.
And the thing with these cookies, they look and feel like biscuits, but they don't taste like biscuits. I've already tasted a little bit of one, so let's give it a try.
These might be messy, so we apologize in advance. John apologizes in advance.
It won't be the first time.
Yeah.
So the texture is biscuity too.
It's nice.
But the flavor isn't. Really good. Wow,
yeah,
these
are nice and just sweet enough,
These strawberries.
The strawberries are great.
Very tart. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Wow. Not as messy as we thought either. Yeah, so the cookies are light. but they're not cake-like. So if you're looking for...
they're low. Just slightly cake-like, I guess. What I would say...
I'd say more bread-like than cake-like.
The ratio of the whipped cream is not enough for me just as a sandwich, but I think if you were to eat one individual cookie and put a big dollop, you'd be so happy.
That's why I said, why don't we just eat these with nachos? Like nachos with a big bowl of whipped cream as cheese.
Yeah. So, like, you could get a lot more on there if you just... Oh, you can kind of see some of the strawberries.
If you're not eating it on camera, you can put as much whipped cream
do as much as you want. But for us, we kind of had to keep it to a minimum. But I definitely want more on here.
These are really good. I think it would be great if you could elevate this from good to great. I would say figure out a way to make these cookies taste like strawberry. I don't know how.
Oh, you probably just do more strawberry puree. Just mix it into everything.
Maybe.
And then you do like a little swirl or something.
Where there's a will, there's a way. That's
yeah, I bet we could do it.
Anyway, these are perfect spring treat. Spring, early summer treat. If you're going to have, it's too late for Easter, but we're heading towards Memorial Day, we're heading towards picnics, dads and grads, moms and grads still. Don't forget about mom.
I think
Mother's Day brunch.
These do remind me a little of shortcake, I think. That's kind of nice. I wasn't expecting it.
Mother's Day tea?
Yes.
That might be fun. Have these with your
brunch.
Mother's Day tea.
It's almost like a scone.
For your little kids or bigger kids.
Yeah, you could do these for anything, really. Do you already say grad parties?
I said dads and grads and moms and grads.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not time for dads and grads yet.
No, not quite. It's in June.
It's moms.
But yeah, I think these are definitely a success, and I would give them a 4 out of 5, just because I need more ratio of cream to cookie biscuit myself.
We all worry about our ratio to cream and cookie biscuit.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5 too. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely worth a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a star. All right, so I don't know how many more spring episodes we're gonna have because we got a really late start. Again, we apologize.
Sorry. My fault.
Amber hadn't been feeling well. I dropped a beer in the parking lot.
But we're back in business now.
We're back in business.
And we're staying in business.
So
we'll have plenty to talk about in the coming months. So
we'll continue spring next time. Until then, enjoy.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
As always.
Bye.
Bye.